Old and Icky here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough. And today I'm going to demonstrate how you can do the Composer mission, the 7th mission on Halo 4, on Legendary difficulty with 0 skulls on. And the no skull factor here is definitely a mixed blessing, because on the one hand it's much easier to kill elites, but on the other hand there are two major skips using the Concussion Rifle as a jumping mechanism that cannot be used, which requires you to fight the battle out. And actually there's a third issue, which is your shields are not as strong as they would be if Mythic and Tilt are on, and the same is true for the Mantis at the battle at the end. And so you have to really be mindful of your health. Anyway, here we go. We're starting the mission. Grab that hologram. I actually don't use it, but you know, it can always come in handy. Grab that sticky detonator from that poor Marine. Switch back over to the pistol. And now when this doorway opens, aim at that little bend in the railing, and that Jackal Marksman will come there to that point 99% of the time, and he's an easy kill. Now you've got 4 grunts to deal with on this level. Just sit back here, take your time. That 4th grunt will ultimately come to you. I think he's sneaking up from the right. There he is. I'm a little careful of that. Okay, up top you have a grunt and a Jackal Marksman, and on the right, obviously, that shielded Jackal. If he's got his head to you when you kind of peek around the corner, take him out. It's a lot easier that way than trying to knock him back. Alright, next up we've got 2 Jackal snipers, and be very careful. A headshot will kill you. 1 shot. And it's a really good thing that they're not that good a shot and they're aiming at your chest. Okay, flip over to the sticky detonator, get up on the railing. We're going to do a sprint jump across to the platform. This may take a little practice, so.
That's it. Raise the barricade.
Anyway, we run up here and we're going to activate the barrier. And of course that Phantom gets in before it activates, and we want to take the gunner out with the sticky detonator. Alright, turn around, switch over the pistol, and run back here as fast as you can. Aim at the bottom of that platform. When the elites jump, you jump with them and throw a grenade, and you know, if you're successful, you'll get 1 or 2 of them to go off the sides. That's the old 2 is better than 4 tactic. Sometimes it doesn't work at all, which means you'll just have to be a little bit more patient. But now I have 3 elites to take out and not 4. Now jumping across to that platform eliminated the necessity to battle a lot of coveys in this area. Alright, I noticed that I switched out my, I think it was my sticky detonator for beam rifle. 2 shots from the beam rifle will kill a sword elite. 2 shots and 2 headshots will kill the concussion rifle elite. 2 or 3 shots from the beam rifle. Anyway, he's got better shielding. So I am being very careful here. I want to separate them as much as possible. So when the 3 of them are all bunched together, it becomes an issue. Now, oh, I got a sword elite down here doing his dance. Now watch what happens. 2 shots, boom, he's gone. Alright, so now I'm down to 2 elites, and of course they rush to where the firing is going on. Yeah, it was sticky detonator I swapped out. Good. So basically what I have here is the beam rifle and the DMR. And there is another technique for taking these guys out. I'm being very careful again. Which we use when we're running a LASO mission, which is to assassinate. Now you see that concussion rifle lead just get the heck out of dodge. You want to take him either with an assassination or back smack, or from distance with the beam rifle DMR combo. You do not want to deal with him up close. Okay, I think, I'm not really sure who's down there below me. I'm really keeping an eye on the motion tracker. It looks like whichever one it is. No, they're both going out to the platform. Okay. From what I can see on my preview screen here. Alright, I'm going to run over here and grab that active camo, and that's the active camo and the concussion rifle are really what we're going to use here. 1, 2, he's gone, so now I only have the concussion rifle elite. So I think the fire is going to bring him back to me. The firing that I did on the sword elite, and if he comes up the stairs at normal speed like that, easy back smack. Alright, going back to get the sticky detonator. The beam rifle did its job. I have no further need for it. And that was 5 minutes or so, maybe 5.5 minutes to clear out the platform and the 4 elites. Which we call the 4 elites of the apocalypse in the Mythic community. Alright, notice that I am juggling, I hate that. I'm trying to juggle my sticky detonator and the concussion rifle down here, because my basic train of thought here is the more heavy weapons I have, the better. Now I'm going to go invis with camo and come around the corner. When this door opens, the Covenant will look my way, and if they don't see anything, then they start firing at the poor Marines. And I use the sticky detonator to take out that elite, switch over to the DMR, take out the 2 shielded jackals. Alright, I'm letting my active camo recharge here. Now there's a plasma turret up there, a plasma cannon, and I want to take that out because sometimes an elite will get on there and it's hard to dislodge it. So he's up there behind it now. So use a sticky detonator to take it out, and it just knocks it off its platform. They won't pick it up and use it. Alright. So now that I got that taken care of, I'm going to juggle the concussion rifle in. At some point this door closes. That's why I want that concussion rifle in there. Okay. There's also a jackal sniper, or sometimes a sniper, sometimes a marksman over here. Now I've gone back to camo, and I'm cleaning up the grunts, and I cleaned up that marksman there. Now, if I had Cowbell on, which accelerates explosions, I could do a jump with a concussion rifle against the forklift that would bypass this entire battle. So, without that, running 0 skulls, and notice that I'm swapping out the sticky detonator for a plasma pistol. I'm going to try to noob combo this elite. But anyway, if I had the Cowbell on, I might need Mythic too, but if I had, for health, if I had the Cowbell on, I could do that jump, and I wouldn't have to be dealing with this. But on the other hand, notice how easy it was for me to kill that elite. You always have to be a little bit careful at them throwing grenades at you, but on the other side of the coin is, as soon as you see them throw a grenade, just sidestep it. And as long as you're not in an enclosed space, you should be okay. Now again, you have to be mindful of your shields here. And I missed that elite on the first try with concussion rifle. Well, no I didn't, because the grunt decided to suicide. That'll happen a lot. If you've got a squad that includes grunts and an elite or 2, and you take an elite out, 1 or more of the grunts may decide to suicide. So when you see that, and you can hear them go crazy. But when you see that, what you want to do is you want to start backing up, get yourself some distance, and then just headshot the grunt that's coming at you with the 2 plasmas activated. Alright, up here is DMR ammo. When we get through all of this fighting our way up the stairs stuff, by the way, I'm looking for a fresh plasma pistol. Boy, I say that 3 times real fast. Alright, got that. Now I've got this plasma cannon, and I'm going to use it against a bunch of grunts coming down the stairwell that is just coming into view now. And got to be a little careful here, and look how fast my shields are dropping. That's a result of not having Mythic and Tilt on. My health is quote-unquote normal and not enhanced. And so you really have to be mindful of that. Okay. Just making sure there's nobody on the second level. Sometimes a grunt will hang out around here. Now I'm going up to the third level. I'm going to be faced with a shielded jackal, a number of grunts, and 2 elites. And I'm just using the plasma cannon here to, as much as I can, to take out the minor enemies. I thought I might get lucky with that elite, but not so. Okay. At some point, my Marine buddies that were down there on the first floor are going to come up and allegedly help me out. But they are terrible shots. Oh, needlers. I hate needlers. You can die real quick from a needler. Because without enhanced shields, it will super combine fairly quickly. Alright. Now I want to take out all the remaining grunts. And I believe, yeah, I got the shielded jackal, so I just want to take out the grunts and be mindful of the elites firing at you. And every once in a while, one of those 2 elites will charge the platform, so you need to be prepared for that. I would just retreat back down the stairs if you see him charging, because he will not follow you down the stairs. He'll go back to where he was. So what I'm doing now is I'm waiting for my my active camouflage to totally recharge. Because I believe, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've gotten all of the grunts down, and now I want to tackle the elites. And both of them are susceptible to the super combine. And of course, there it comes. Oh, now he's got a needler. So I got to be a little careful with that guy. Sometimes the weapons, when you come up here, sometimes differ. There we go. Wow. I almost died there because I was getting needle fire and storm rifle fire at the same time. I got the needler elite. What I was saying, sometimes the elites will have storm rifles or needlers or concussion rifle. And I've seen one case where both of those elites had concussion rifles, which makes it really challenging to take him out. But now I just need to take this guy out. And of course he kind of hid behind a box there. Yep, I didn't get him with the plasma pistol, so it's time to get the heck out of Dodge. Again, notice how quickly my shields drop. I can't emphasize that enough, that when you're in trouble, when your shields are going down, you have to hide or retreat to let them recharge, or you will die. This is a no-death run. I am practicing for a prologue to epilogue legendary difficulty, no skull on no death run. So as it were, I'm actually doing video capture on my practice runs here. But just kind of looking for, well, it doesn't matter. Now what I've done here is I'm running back where the DMR is. When I get to the next encounter, what I want is a fully loaded DMR. Now there is a way to get some more DMR ammo. I don't know if it'll work with no skulls on. I'm not going to try it because I have full ammo, and you should be able to. That DMR was full, so you should have the ability, even with a firefight here, to go back there and totally fill up. Now that's the doorway we've got to go through, but I'm going to come down here to the other side, which ironically would be where I would be heading from if I'd have done the concussion rifle jump with the forklift. That's down there on the first level. But that's a story for another day. We've just cleared out those 3 floors that we had to battle up, and primarily first floor and third floor. And now we're on to the hunters. Now, here's where 0 skulls, or not extra health, if you will, for the enemy, is of a great assistance here, because the hunters are very easy to take out. 4 shots from the sticky detonator will do the job, and it doesn't have to be in their back. You can plant the grenades in the front of them, and it just takes 4 shots, and that's consistent. It's not 3 sometimes and 5 sometimes. It's 4 shots. done this a number of times, and it's always 4 shots. Okay, that's 3 and 4. And be a little careful here because you will get some damage, some splash damage from his fuel rod blast. Oh shoot. Gosh, I hate that. I did not want to swap out my AA there. I want camouflage throughout the mission. Alright, here we go. That's 1. 2 on the second hunter. 3 on the second hunter. 4, and he's toast. And that is a lot easier than if they had that double shielding. We would have to soften their shields with the sticky detonator and then start doing a shotgun dance with them to try to hit them from behind. Okay, we're done with the hunters. And it is a little surprising that it's that easy, but as long as you use that tactic, or those tactics, you'll clear out the hunters very fast. Okay, and off we go to the first airlock. And as we come out here, I will momentarily stop to show you that there's a squad of soldiers that will gather down here at the base of this platform. And one of the Marines down here will have a DMR. So if you're not full of DMR ammo, you can head shoot him. I was just teabagging the guy that had the DMR. You can head shoot him and grab the ammo. Now I've never done that with no skulls. I know that when I've done a laser run, I haven't had any problems. Okay, there's extra sticky detonator ammo, but given how we did against the hunters, it's probably not necessary, but that's there if you need it. Okay, here we go. Now, when the chief says, seal the door behind me, go to camouflage. It'll happen right after the checkpoint. Alright, go to camouflage. You're going to be faced with a shielded jackal and a grunt here. Go ahead and take him with the sticky detonator. Hit the grunt and the splash damage. Got the jackal. All right, and now we gotta come through this maintenance passageway and clear another small room on the other side. We'll use a sticky detonator to do that too. All right, I don't know if I got both of them, both shielded jackals or not. As it turns out, I think I did. I think that the red dot out there is Jackal Marksman on the other side of the platform. But I am being careful. You can see that headlight there. And normally he'll just stay there, but this time when I switched over, he started moving around, and the grunts went into patrol mode. And so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful. I'm waiting for my my active camouflage to recharge before I take these 3 out. Okay, there's the jackal. Alright. Oh, needler, hate that. Alright, now, nuts. Grunt number 2 went running down the corridor. Now, that means I have 2 grunts that are out in the corridor, and a third, heat needlers, and a third that's on a plasma cannon. And what I'm going to try to do is take out the 2 grunts that are just standing there, but they need to position themselves so I can head shoot them. He's kind of turned around. Alright, got him. I had just enough visibility on the nozzle to take him out. Now normally what I would do here is I'm going back to full active camo, come out, and I was trying to hit the elite and take him out, and he actually sidestepped me even though I'm standing straight still. For some reason he saw me. Alright, now those invisible walls. Alright, notice I was able to fire when I de-scoped. Now here comes the elite. Alright, and I'm in trouble here, but I got him this time with a sticky detonator. Well, I didn't. There we go. Phew. That elite had more shielding than normal. But you saw what I did. Sticky detonator, flipped over the DMR headshot. because his shields were down. He was still alive, but his shields were down. Now we're going to do what's called the, we're going to bypass the first airlock completely. We're going to duck in here and go up to the second floor. Okay, my active camo is completely back. That's good. I want full sprint, so that's why I'm walking down here. Touch the door. That is going to activate the opening of the door below, and as soon as it does, go to camo and run, run, run. This is high risk, but don't hesitate, just do it. Alright, run down there, take that elite out. The door to the first airlock closed behind me. No cubbies came through, I don't have to worry about them. And we just want to take out the jackals and the grunt if there's one still alive. It should be easier when they're firing into that one hallway, because there are scientists and maybe one trooper in there. One marine. Okay, well, that was easy. And as it turns out, in this particular run, the elite went into that corridor and got nailed. And I don't have to worry about taking him out. What I would do, regardless of whether he charged down towards me or he stayed back there at the end of the corridor, what I would do is I'd take him out with a sticky detonator blast. Alright, so now we have to get ready for the second airlock, and that's going to be a full-fledged fight. I cannot bypass that fight without the cowbell skull on, because there is a concussion rifle jump that allows you to bypass that entire fight, but we can't do it because cowbell's not on. So what I'm doing here is I'm looking around. Well, I'll go down here. There's two grunts that we have to take off guarding the platform right here, or the ramp. Okay, there we go. Take those two out. And I'm looking for a pistol because I've got a lot of cubbies to kill, and I want to make sure that I have enough ammo to do it with. So I'm juggling a pistol up into here, and I think in this particular run I didn't really need it, but in other runs I did, so it never hurts to have extra ammo up here. And I'm also throwing a couple of plasma pistols up and past the doorway here, because sometimes in the heat of battle that doorway closes behind you, and I just want to make sure that I have a couple plasma pistols. I got my sticky detonator if I need it, and I'm looking now to see if there's any more pistol stuff here, or pistol or ammo, and there isn't, because that one scientist didn't die in the encounter, the one holding the pistol. Okay, so here we go. Use camouflage to your advantage when you have an opportunity. Noob combo, that elite, EMP with a plasma pistol and head shooting. Alright, some of these jackals will come out towards you. Generally the grunts will not cross that threshold, generally. But basically you just pick out your targets of opportunity, take a shot, take somebody down, and then back out again, because the remaining cubbies will start firing at you, and you don't want multiple enemies firing at you at the same time, because you'll lose your shields and die. Now I'm watching the I'm watching my motion tracker, and oh, by the way, that second floor has got some grunts up there. You have to really be mindful of them. There's also a jackal marksman up here that I'm looking for. Well, he's way down in the corner. I don't think I saw him in the actual run at first. He has a Covenant carbine. Yeah, see the grunts up there? I have died with a grunt coming up there with me paying attention to down on the first level. A grunt with a needler, and before I realized what was going on, I got super combine. Okay, here we go. Elite. Noob combo. EMP. Headshot. He's done with. Alright, it looks to me like... Uh-oh. Got a suicider. Stay back a distance and hit his nozzle there. And he's down for the count. Alright, let's see what we got left here. There's that marksman. Let's see if I can get him from back there. Okay, he's taken care of. Sometimes he'll be up closer to the front, and you can swing around and take him out easily. Sometimes you have to wait for him to make an appearance. before you can take him out. And it looks to me like I've just about got everybody. As soon as I step in the room, those inner airlock doors open, and a whole bunch of more coveys come out, and that's why I need all the ammo. Excuse me, I'm coming back down here just to see if I've got a fresher plasma pistol, and it doesn't look like it. Okay. Now the jackals that came through the airlocks there will come into this little alcove at the top of the ramp, so you have to be a little bit careful with that. Oh, fuel rod grunt. Sometimes you get him right away. Oh, and do you see that? That was the invisible sword elite, and he's coming at me. Okay, and he will not stop when you EMP him. And sometimes he hangs back until you take everybody out, and sometimes he charges right away, and sometimes it's in the middle of the battle, and you really have to be mindful of it. What I would have done if he'd have hung back is I would have grabbed the fuel rod cannon and used that to take him out, because 2 blasts from a fuel rod cannon will kill him, and you know he's going to come straight at you. So if you get the fuel rod cannon in hand, he's actually an easy kill. But that is really the high stress moment, if you will, of this particular battle, is that camouflaged sword elite. And you can tell he's coming because instead of a red dot you see a blue dot, and so you have to be a little careful with your camouflage, because that's a bunch of blue dots, and I actually consider myself somewhat lucky there that I saw him coming. But that is the strategy if you don't have the fuel rod cannon in hand, is just retreat as fast as you can, sprint away, then turn around and hopefully take him from a little bit of distance, because again, when you EMP him with the plasma pistol, it does not knock him back, it does not freeze him, he keeps coming. Okay, so right now what we're doing is we're cleaning up the remaining coveys, and heat needles. Ugh. So quickly the 3 or 4 bolts in my shields were dropping like a rock. Alright, so again, you got to be mindful of your shields. Alright, there's and that in this last wave there's marketable jack. Golly days, another needler. And there's one up top too. Oh, that's a lot of fun. Alright, but it looks like I only have 2 more to take out. It'd be nice if I could take them out from down here, but it doesn't look like it. Let's see. Nope, doesn't look like it. I don't know why. I guess I just wanted that fresher plasma pistol for the next encounter. Alright, just gonna be very careful here. I'm invisible. Alright, I used that ramp as cover because he was firing center mass. He was firing at my chest. And thank you for jumping down there, Mr. Jackal. He was firing at my chest, and I was just peeking over the edge there, and I was able to fire at him, but his fire was going into the ramp. So that is a good tactic to use, no matter who you're battling, because they will all fire center mass. Okay, we've got 2 camouflaged elites here. The first one's on the controls. Took him out with a noob combo. I immediately backed up. Oh, jeez, I hate that. Oh, missed him. Alright. It takes a little bit more in Halo 4 to charge the plasma pistol than it did in previous games. And so sometimes when I think I got a charge,
That's the main
and I don't, it won't fire at all. Oh, grenade, grenade, grenade. And quit scoping. I don't know where I'm going. Okay. Got him. Got the other elite. I am now activating the outside gun emplacements.
Dr. Tilson, are you there?
Put Cortana's system to do that.
I'm here. Any luck?
And ammoed up on DMR. I'm swapping a plasma pistol for a sticky detonator. And just waiting for Cortana here to say, "Take me, Chief." Now I cannot hear what's being said in the the voice through. I cannot hear audio at all, so I'm kind of guessing there. Anyway, you'll get a waypoint. So now we're on. We've got a couple more encounters here to get to the outside.
This off and actually get back
And
healthy.
we're going to go, when this hatchway opens down here, we're going to go camo and stick either the jackal or the grunt, and that will take both of them out, and then headshot the marksman that's down there. Just hit him in the headlight. Okay. Alright. I'll swap the detonator for a plasma pistol. And actually, normally I would have backed up and waited for my active camo to recharge, but the darn door opened on me too quick. And it's a little easier to take those first 3 or 4 out when you're camouflaged like that, because you're standing still, they can't see you. But that's okay. I took about 5 cubbies out from beyond the doorway here. Now what I'm going to be doing is, if I ever get this, jeez, keep running over it. There we go. I'm juggling the sticky detonator in to have as a backup weapon in case I need it. It turns out I really don't. Now I'm camouflaged. I'm trying to noob combo the elites. I get the first one and immediately back down. Now if any of the coveys charge you, which happened to me once, you can duck in under the stairway here, and they cannot get to you from there. Alright. I'm having a problem. Look, okay, it's going to be tough getting that second elite with all those grunts and jackals in the way, so I decided to take them out first. And notice I'm getting ready to go back down here underneath the stairs just in case somebody comes charging at me. Alright, okay, I'm also letting my active camo recharge. I still can't get a shot on that darn elite. So let's take out the last 2. I think that's, no, there's one more coming at me. Okay, and a jackal. Boy, they're just coming out of the woodwork. Boy, just a little bit of needler fire, and my shield's dropping like a rock. Okay, I think I'm down to the elite. I'm letting my shields, my active camo recharge along with my shields. And I have a better shot at taking him out with a noob combo from up here. I'll have to fire through the railing, and I'm a little closer to him. Let's see if I can locate him. Oh, he's got his back turned to me. Fire, EMP, headshot, he's down. Okay, let's load up on DMR ammo right there, and on to the final battle on the outside. And this is another case where the lack of Mythic and Tilt really makes this a lot tougher battle than it has to be. On one hand, because when I take fire from the coveys out here, both the mana shields drop a lot quicker, and my shields drop as well, and that's another thing I have to be very mindful of. Now the upside of it is that because Thunderstorm's not on, the weapons aren't as hurtful, if you will, as if Thunderstorm was on. For example, all the grunts down here would have fuel rod cannons, and I believe there is a sniper that you got to take out. But with Thunderstorm on, you'd have more than one jackal sniper. All those grunts would have fuel rod cannons. You have to be very careful with those. But notice I'm just taking them out first. I don't want to be nuked. I don't want to be EMP'd by a grunt while I'm in the Mantis. And I believe there's one grunt out there. He's running up the hill here. Okay, there might be one grunt with a no. They all had. They all looked to me like they all had plasma pistols. All right, so we clear out the all the little coveys there that were around the platform, and now we have to deal with a couple of waves, small waves of coveys, and then Every once in a while, a ghost will come at you. You'll have to take out, and the ghost fire, the plasma fire from the ghost, will drop the shields pretty quickly on the Mantis without the extra health of Mythic and Tilt. And so this actually, the first part of this is pretty boring because there's not that many cubbies to kill. So I'm just kind of going back and forth here, and I believe I'll walk down the ramp a little ways a couple of times just to see if I can draw enemies to me to speed this part up. Notice I'm coming a little bit down the ramp, and I back up, and it doesn't look like there's any cubbies around me. And I don't know how the waves here are configured, or whether it's based on how many cubbies you kill or a certain amount of time. I really don't know. But while we wait for the next wave to come in, we can practice our marksmanship. Okay, there's a grunt that popped out, and I was able to take him. So every time you see red on the reticule, just go ahead and fire. Alright, here comes a wave. And Cortana will tell us when the next waves come in. This one, she says another wave. The one after that, where the there's two wraiths that'll come in, she doesn't really say anything. And then finally she'll say there'll be another wave coming with banshees, and she'll say banshees. And when that happens, there's a tactic we'll use that I will demonstrate to be able to survive all the banshees that are out there. Most of what you're doing here with the Mantis until the very end is right from this platform. You do not advance. This is a fairly proven technique. See if this wraith is going to drop. This phantom's going to drop a wraith. Usually the wraith on the right will drop first. So I'm practicing hitting the phantoms with my rockets. There is an occasional covey coming at me from the left or the right. And I'm not sure if that's a grunt or there will be an elite up on that little hill with fuel rod cannon that you have to be a little careful about. Okay, here come the wraiths, and it looks like I'm going to have to deal with the one on the right first. Fire some rockets at him, hit him with the guns, and that should take him out. You ought to be able to do that with gunfire before the guns overheat. Alright. The wraith on the left is kind of hanging back a little bit, but it will charge up here momentarily. While I'm waiting for it, I take that ghost out. Now, notice that my shields dropped a bit from the fire from that ghost. Okay, here comes the wraith on the left. Let's go ahead and take him out with a combination of rockets and guns. Alright, he went out, and normally you can strafe back and forth. Okay, here comes another ghost. And look how quick my shields drop. And the shields of the Mantis here. It's crazy. So again, if you're in that situation, back up those steps and hide. Let your shields recharge a bit. Alright. So I got the heavy armor out of the way for now. Okay, there's that elite with the fuel rod cannon, and the shields popped. And I don't know if I got him the first time. All I have to do is advance down the ramp a little ways, and he'll pop out from cover. It's a risky tactic here, but we've got to take care of him. Alright, I'm walking down the ramp and back up. I'm kind of keeping a corner of my eye out, looking out for him. This is rather, combination of being rather boring with intense periods of intense fire. I will let you know that this particular run was a heck of a lot scarier at the very end than what it normally is. But we'll see that coming up here in a couple of minutes or a minute or so. Alright, here comes another ghost. Alright, he's down. Not sure I'm firing out there. I'm just off in the distance. I said this can be a little bit boring. And I'm not really sure whether or not I got that fuel rod elite, because it definitely is not making an appearance when I walk down the ramp. Maybe not. Okay. What's happening here is we hit a checkpoint, and I'm sure Cortana yelled out banshees, and that's why I walked back up the steps here and hid initially. And the idea here is see them all out there in the middle, is to go ahead and fire rockets into the pack there, and immediately retreat to cover. And what will happen is that you will get lucky occasionally and actually take out a Banshee, even though the reticule is not turning red, which is the auto aim assist. And occasionally one will come at you, so you have to be mindful of that. But being in cover like this, they generally, even if they fire a fuel rod blast at you, they will generally hit this structure in front of you and not you, because a fuel rod direct hit is a real problem without the extra shields. Now see there? That's what I was talking about. He was coming in and fired a fuel rod at me, and the building itself took the shot, not me, because I was backing into cover. Alright, and we just keep doing this. This is our rinse and repeat. And we know when Cortana, the checkpoint occurs and Cortana yells out, "Where is he?" And I'm assuming that's what she said, and she's asking, "Where is the composer?" And we see phantoms start to come in. Then basically we have, all we have to do is just sit back here and hide and wait for the phantoms. The phantoms are going to be dropping off a couple of squads of grunts, and then you might have to deal with with a stray Banshee or two. And as soon as Cortana says go to the elevator, that's when we move out. Now we'll just sit here and wait, and a good key is that there's going to be a couple of phantoms that approach us right in front. There's one of them, and another one will come in right here, and then the first one will actually go through partially or all the way through that pillar. So I've never figured out how I could do that. I guess there's a soft wall up there. There's a glitch in the game. Okay, and at this point Cortana says get to the elevator. The objective waypoint lights up. I'm just firing a little bit off into the distance here to see if I can take out that Banshee flying around. I believe I got it. Okay. Now normally what I would encounter here might be right behind this rock. If I didn't get the fuel rod elite, then he'd be there and I have to be careful. But that squad of grunts had, looks like all of them had needlers, and look how quick my shields went down along with that of the Mantis. And God, that's why you really have to be careful. Here's that other one, and I've lost my health. So notice how I'm backing up to cover. Now I expect over the next little hill to be another squad of grunts that I need to take out. Now if I had Mythic and Tilt on, I wouldn't even worry about taking needler fire like that, because the shields would hold. Okay, now I've got a ghost that I need to take out, and I'm being careful here. Look at my shields are dropping like a rock. Back to cover now. After that, normally, when I come around the corner here, I have an elite, and I have several grunts, and maybe a stray Banshee that's firing at me, but normally all I have to do is take out the those coveys that are down there in the platform, and holy cow, I'm getting fired at from all over the place. I almost died there. My Mantis is in trouble, so I'm retreating. And what that was is that Grunts got on 2 different 50 cal platforms and started firing like in a crossfire. And I have never seen that before in this particular mission. I might see one over there on the far straight ahead of me near the elevators that I have to take out, but I've never seen one coming at me from the left. And I'm not really sure where that, during the mission I wasn't really sure where that fire was coming at from the left. Now what I'm going to do here is take out the gun emplacement over there, the far one, the one that I knew was coming straight at me. And I'm kind of peeking around a corner here, trying to figure out where the 50 cal was on my left. And I'm not familiar with it. I'm not really sure where the thing's at. Initially, I thought it might be a Banshee firing at me, but it wasn't the right color of fire, if you will. Oh, there he is! Wow! And look, shields dropped again, health dropped. So I'm hiding behind this stanchion, or whatever you want to call it, this pillar, waiting to get my health back. And it looks like I'm going to have a problem trying to deal with that 50 cal from over here. Whew, man, that's shields drop really quick. So let's see if I can get him from this side. And this is actually causing this mission to be a few minutes longer than when I was anticipating. Let's see if we can take that sucker out from over here. I'm not sure whether I got him or not. I don't want to walk down this way because there might be another surprise for me hidden behind a rock or something. I do like to go around this way, and I have better vision down there in that center glassy area and across the way, except obviously for that 50 cal. And I believe there's a couple of Banshees kind of stuck against the wall up there, which happens in this mission, and there are those that will run over and hijack them and fly around just for grins. But my goal here is to get through the mission, especially with no deaths, so I'm just wrapping up here. I do believe I've gotten everybody, but I'm not sure. I'm looking over at that 50 cal to make sure that that's not being used against me. Okay, I don't know if there's any more grunts over here. I'm kind of walking up and taking a look. Oh, there's a grunt. I just didn't want to get surprised by a grunt with a needler after he jumped out of the Mantis up here to get inside the elevator door. So that's why I'm being very careful. Then I just spotted another one of those Banshees up, pinned up against the far wall there. So I decided, the heck with it, I'll take him out. Okay, we're just about done here. I'm bringing the Mantis up to the entranceway to get to the elevator. And I just have to follow the waypoints in, skip a cutscene, and I'll be done. But the rest of this particular mission is a little anticlimactic. All the fighting's done with. I actually, in the past, I actually killed myself in this elevator room, screwing around while I'm waiting for the door behind me to open up again so I can finish the mission. So I'm just going to be patient here. What's happening is that the Didact is grabbing a composer and lifting off with it, and Cortana's going nuts, and the Chief is trying to calm her down and getting her to focus on finding the good doctor, Dr. Tilson. And as we stand back here in the back, there goes the composer, which we will have to deal with in the final mission, which is midnight. And so here I sit, or here the Chief sits, and eventually Cortana gets her wits about her and finds the good doctor and opens the door that's behind me. And it's getting kind of boring here. But anyway, this is a composer on Legendary with no skulls on, and you can see that I had to be, you know, really mindful of my shields, even in the Mantis there at the end. And although the Cubbies were easier to kill, I had to change some tactics to be able to get through the mission unscathed, if you will. Doing it with certain skulls activated actually makes the mission much simpler to do, and many less firefights to go through. But here we are waiting for the door to open. There we go, finally. Why these things take so long. Okay, so we'll be presented with all the scientists and the good Dr. Tilson. And I'm going to go ahead and skip the cutscene, which shows them all melting. It's kind of gruesome. So I hope this helped you in your quest. Old and Icky signing off. Take care, everybody.